All right, let's take a little update on the old Mars mission to Mars. We're actually doing pretty good. I have outside of Patreon, we've had almost $200 in donations for models and other stuff like that. So super stoked. It's been keeping me busy. And this is kind of the scope of what I'm looking at right now as far as terrain structure. I'm still working on a lot of stuff. It's a big map and I'm kind of working on vehicles first, make it kind of fun. But you got this kind of big long trail and you'll have a bunch of areas to do these farming domes that I've been 3D modeling for weeks now. But let's go down here and kind of take a peek. We're going to look at the map just briefly. There's not a lot to it as of right now. Like I said, I'm working on other stuff. And then after we look at this little cave, we'll look at this big monster right here that I'm teasing you with. But I'm going to be having some nifty little areas around the map where you can enter, exit, dig your way out, kind of like if you play Waterworld at all. Have some mining and digging stuff out, and I really wanted to do that. So next up, big beast time. I don't know if you guys are ready for this one. Like, this big bad boy is huge. It's massive. I don't even know. So if you've been following Mars Map, you know this is Ted. I've introduced Ted. He's been around. He's started doing a lot of the work out here. But now there's a big boy in town. He's really big. And he's here to chew and take names. And he also has Terraform on him. So this is getting fun. Here's some of that red Martian soil. Let's go get up inside of him really fast. That sounded dirty, sorry. This guy's name is Archer, and that stands for something, but I can't tell you what that means right now. It's classified over here. But what we got here is he is on the Martian surface. He has a little damage here, as you can see. We don't really know what happened. I guess we'll have to find out one day. He's got his turbo fans in the back because he's super powered and on Mars. Now, he needs a ton of 3D modeling still to do. That's why I don't know if I'm going to include it yet in this update. This might be something mid-month that we'll be seeing here, because I want to make him a drone, make him like a remote controllable drone. He needs lights, he needs his piston bars, he needs a lot of other stuff. But of course, I always get excited and I start stuff way too early. And he currently, if I can remember all the buttons for Terraform, I was trying to record all cinematic without the HUD, but I don't know the buttons that well. So yeah, we could totally turn B to turn those on and off. And then also Control I will start unloading out to the left right here. You can open your Terraform menu. Now, I did have to make a custom Terraform for this map. So that be said, kind of pain in the butt. But we can see right here, I can start chomping my way. There we go. It's under flattened. So we wanted to flatten. And we're full already. I can't even, it's making grass. That's crazy. It's making grass. I guess I have to go in and change that in the settings. All that stuff has to do with Terraform. It doesn't have to do with the machine, but it does go up and down. You can hear this machine. I found it on, when I do the release, I'll have the credits for the machine, but it's not very mechanically inclined. Like, stuff doesn't line up, so it needs some tweaks. You know, this is a sci-fi fantasy vehicle that somebody made. It's when you go to animate it and rig it, it just didn't quite mechanically match up, like the pistons and stuff. So something I'm gonna play with, but either way, I thought it was really cool because it's huge and it eats dirt like crazy. Now, I'm currently working on another little wild space vehicle that's going to take a little bit of time, but what I would like to do is have a pipe that comes out of that little hole right there, that little compartment, and would fill up a passing by transport vehicle. So let's actually take a break from this. I feel like it's not much, but it's a lot. We're going to go look in Blender and see what I've been working on there. All right, so we're in Blender here, and you can see here's the miner I was just showing you that's in game, and I've been working on it there. Then we're gonna take a peek at this other little guy, and you can see the size difference. He's just barely smaller than the other one, which is good because we want to be able to haul a lot. And yeah, I didn't realize that miner was so big when I got started on it, but I love it at the end. So I made a little pipe that goes out. There is going to be I put this little guy in here. It slides open so then you can drive over the sell points and offload. or have a pipe that goes out and offload into another trailer there. And a lot of this is painted already. I just have to finish making a mod. So this will be another drone in there. I have to design up his face area, but this will be probably STU. Surface Transport Unit is what STU stands for. I'm being silly. I'm naming all my new mods after acronyms, and even Archer means something, but I'll have to tell you guys when he's released what that means. It's kind of complicated. So some of my ideas I had for this map would be breakable rocks, kind of like how all the other maps that use that platinum code, Canyon Crossing does it, and they haven't gotten in trouble yet, but I haven't put it in this map yet. I would like to. If I can't and Giants doesn't let me, then I guess it would just be for me personal use. But these rocks would be really neat to place these around and be able to break stuff up. So write your local Giants developer and ask them to publicly release the platinum pack so us modders can make cool stuff like this without fear of repercussions. Make sense? Over the course of the next few months, I'm just going to continue making 3D models for this because it's Mars and there is 0 3D models in Farm Sim as of right now that have anything to do with space. So I need to make models, you know, and stuff like this. I made this whole guy from scratch. This whole thing right here I made on my own. You know, I'm not a perfect 3D modeler, but texture paints and all this stuff like that, I didn't buy these models. I made those ones. So continuing to bust those out and do those, you know, if I have to buy some, then I have to buy some, but if I can make them, then we'll go that route and slowly pump this map out, really focusing on the vehicles and stuff first. So because in order to have a map on Mars, I feel that you need the mods for Mars. So that's going to include placeables, vehicles, new palettes, you know, some spaceships. I do have some spaceships. I have quite a few new models that I'm kind of getting overwhelmed with because I have a lot of new projects I want to do and trying to do them all at once. That's me. Now I'm going to do a lot of science with this. I want to teach you, students of science, how to make fuels, rocket fuel and stuff on Mars that we could reprocess there to get our butts back home, survive. And I'm trying to make this map very realistic for educational purposes. You know, whether you like space or not, you know, if you enjoy Mars, so I'm going to put a lot of research into this that correlates with real life science application. And I already have so I've gotten permission from this 3D model artist. Oh, I'm forgetting your name right now, my friend. I think it was Peter. I can't remember your last name, Peter, if you're watching this, but he's given me permission to use this in a educational format. So this rocket is a 2-stage rocket that will separate, and there will be a floating something up in space up here that you'll actually be able to take off and land on top of it. It's going to be high up, but not so high up that the game acts weird once you get too high. So that is one of the projects that I'm working on, is getting this guy all properly textured up and whatnot. He came with textures, but I have since then stripped them off in favor of redoing the textures to fit the Mars kind of theme a little bit better. And it feels like every day I am getting 3D models, painting them, and prepping them, doing all the stuff I need to do. That way I can make these placeables and make some really unique stuff for you guys. If you're into this, I understand some of you could give 2 craps less about Mars and you just want a fire truck. But I do have a number of people now that are really, really looking forward to this. And just a little reminder, if you are interested in helping pursue this journey of something you really like, I got to thank the 2 people who have donated already, and a couple others have offline outside of this fundraiser, but I will leave a link in the description of this fundraiser below if you would like to jump on the bandwagon and help get this map rolling, and mods as well. So the mods would be used on other maps, you know, whatever we want. So it wouldn't just be one map. I kind of want to make a few of them and then make a mod pack that you can use on any map. Something happened with my original recording with this video, but I definitely wanted to come back and give you guys a little bit better voice. Thanks for watching, guys. And if you enjoyed this, make sure to hit that like on that video, and I'll see you here in the future. Have a good one.